So friends, our unit 3 as per the syllabus is bending stresses, and now we shall discuss the multiple choice questions on unit number 3. So let us start. First question: a portion of a beam between two sections is said to be in pure bending when there is constant bending moment and shear force. This is first option. Constant shear force and zero bending moment, second option. Constant bending moment and zero shear force, this is third option. And last option is none of these. See, when we are starting with bending stresses, our basic assumption is one of the options of this question. Okay, that the section should be subjected to pure bending. So what is actually pure bending? First of all, let us see what is the answer. Answer is option C, constant bending moment and zero shear force. Okay, so if you see this particular diagram, there is a simply supported beam AB subjected to two concentric point loads W. Uh, both loads are placed at a distance of one third of the span from each of the supports. So if you see there is some span, the middle one third span L by 3 in between the two loads. This span, if you draw shear force and bending moment diagram for this particular simply supported beam, you will see that middle one third portion has zero shear force and bending moment, it is constant from left hand side load up to right hand side load, middle one third span. So this assumption is assumed to be valid, and based on this we carry out calculations in bending stresses. Okay, so option C is correct. Next, the assumption that transverse section which are plane and normal before bending remain plane and normal after bending results along a cross section. Okay, so what happens because of this assumption? That there is linear variation of stress, linear variation of strain, then constant strain, and non-linear variation of strain. So these four options are there, and its correct answer is A. Okay, linear variation of stress. What is the meaning of this? It means that material is homogeneous. This is one of the assumptions that we have made uh, before going to bending stresses. Okay, so these are all the assumptions in bending stresses, that transverse section remains plane and normal before bending and after bending, and this is mathematically true there. And how is it related to our assumptions? That if this assumption has to be true, then material should be same throughout the depth. Okay, it is the meaning that material is homogeneous. Next multiple choice question: curvature of beam is equal to EI divided by capital M, M divided by capital EI, ME upon I, MI upon E. So option B is correct. If you remember, radius of curvature is given using this equation. If you see here in the box, I have written one equation. sigma z stress is equal to E by R into Z. Z is section modulus, which is I upon Y. So EI, okay, EI upon R into Y is stress. So you can see moment is sigma into Z. Okay, so this is M upon EI. If you substitute here the values, you will get M upon EI as the answer for 1 upon R. Okay, 1 upon R. Let us go to next question. Two beams A and B are simply supported, subjected to identical loads. The two beams have same width, but beam A has double the depth of beam B. The ratio of section modulus of beam A and B is, so we have to do some calculations. For that we need some equations, and that equation has to be of section modulus Z. Okay, so its option is C. 4 is the correct answer. This is what we have to calculate. We shall assume that this is the section modulus for beam B, and for beam A we have double the depth. Okay, we have double the depth of this beam. It means for beam A width is small b and depth is 2 times small d, 2d. So in this equation d will be replaced by 2d. So b times 2 into d, 2d square, it will become 4d square upon 6. Okay, 4 by 6. So it will be bd square divided by 1.5. Okay, so like this you will have to find uh, the ratio by substituting here small d as 2d. So d will become 2d. So cube of 2d is 8 times d cube. So this will be 8 bd cube by 12. It will become for beam A 8 bd cube upon 12. Y max is again 2d upon 2 because you have to replace small d by 2d. So small d will be y value. So substitute here z as I upon y values. I is 8 bd cube by 12 divided by small d. So you will get some different value of z here. Okay, that z ratio, that z value divided by this z value, if you substitute and find out the ratio, you will get as 4. Okay, let us go to next multiple choice question now. A beam is said to be of uniform strength when maximum shear stress is same everywhere, maximum bending stress is same everywhere, both of the above, none. So answer B is correct. Strength is calculated as stress into area. Okay, strength is calculated as stress into area. So area is assumed to be constant. It is not going to change. Okay, so if strength uniformity is to be achieved, bending stress has to be same at each and every cross section along the length of the beam. So option B is correct.